and it was, what the hell is that?
You're on YouTube.
Oh.
That's electronics.
That's, do you know about that?
No, I know.
Are we allowed to do this? Are we allowed to video it?
It doesn't matter. It's okay.
This is a guy that went to school with my brother in the Navy, and this is my brother over here. That's his wife. That's her sister, friend, cousin. They're some kind of related. Anyway, that's Linda. There's Dorla. There's my dad. There's me. Okay. So,
Oh my gosh.
that's the end of that. We'll just go ahead and let them talk about it.
But anyway, the keel was laid for this ship in August of 42. And there's some debate whether it's a keel or not a keel. It's a flat bottom boat, but there was an I-beam and a steel plate, and that's what began the ship. And it was made in Philadelphia Naval Shipyard. It took about 6 weeks, and then it did some shakedown cruises, and did those missions I mentioned. So when the Navy, after the war, had no further use for it, it actually was part of the Greek Navy from 64 to 97. So for about 33 years, it served in the Greek Navy, and when they no longer had use for it, they decommissioned it. The LST Memorial Association started making efforts to get a ship. And the captain, who's not on board now, but he's still the captain of the ship, went to Suda Crete in Greece, and with a number of old salts, had like 4 LSTs to choose from.
Attention to evening callers.
As you were. But the captain picked this ship because it had the better hull, and then he was able to cannibalize the other ships for parts and machines and that kind of thing, and make one good one. And in November of 2000, the 29 old salts, including the captain, cast off the lines and took off, and had a major steering breakdown in Gibraltar. They had to stop for like 8 days to make repairs, and then they came back to Mobile Bay in January 10th, 2001. And there was a question whether, this was a Greek flag vessel, an American flag vessel, and it was a little better than a pirate ship. And they really didn't know, if they had an arrest warrant waiting for them when they got into Mobile Bay, or they'd be welcome. And things were sort of forgotten about, with regard to violations and stuff like that. And they had a wonderful welcome, and so here we are today. The captain, the average age of those 29 old salts was 72. They were jumping up and down the ladders and making repairs to machines and engines and all that. And the captain said it was a trip of a lifetime, but he wouldn't want to do it again. So, well, Gene, that's all of my part. You have to take over now.
Well, as you know, it's LST for Landing Ship Tank. And this is why. This is a tank deck, right? Now, I'm going to tell you what I remember, and from the 2 ships I was on, the 2 LSTs I was on. So there is a difference. Mine was 762 and 854, and this is 325. So if there's any differences, I'm going to ask Marietta to say, wait a minute, but on here it's this, and just whatever. But this is a tank deck. And when we would go to Vietnam, we would load this thing up with different vehicles that we were taking over, or cargo and things like that. Same thing upstairs. And we would carry it over to Vietnam, and we would run up and down the rivers and drop it off at different ports and things like that. Once we got to Vietnam, we would be a workhorse where we would load up supplies that the Army or Navy upstream or somewhere else in some other port needed, and we would load it up and take it up there and drop it off to them, and then maybe bring back something. They have a broken vehicle they needed taken down to Da Nang to be repaired. We'd go to Qua Viet, Da Nang, Vung Tau, different places in Vietnam. It took us a long time to get across the Pacific Ocean because our maximum speed on a good day was 12 knots, which is about 18 miles an hour. What is this one?
Same.
But now going up and down the river, you probably what, 5-6 knots?
Yeah, I think we do about 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Because we're going downbound now, so
Yeah.
We can do a little bit better.
Not wanting to speed, and there's a certain amount of time that you have. You're expected to arrive at a certain dock. You can't get there ahead of time. Doesn't do you any good because there's barges stacked up waiting to get through. But just the fact that it's running, this is, this thing was built in '42. So I mean that's almost 70 years ago, 68 years ago. So it's ancient as far as the Navy's concerned. You don't even find these in the Navy anymore. There's been 2 or 3 generations since this one. Judy and I were in California. We were on our LSTs, and our neighbor was from Canada, building the new LSTs then. And we toured it. They had ice cream shops on board. They had all the neat things that we didn't have, and we just couldn't believe it. It was fantastic. But in any event, the things that are up on the main deck, they could tie down tanks up there, and then they have a ramp here, right?
That's actually an elevator. The newer versions of LSTs had the ramp, but we've still got the old elevator.
Okay, but they bring it out, and it gives the capability on either the new world, in either a ramp or elevator, to put the tank out there, bring it down here, and then take it out in front. So that's how they can get big equipment from upstairs down here and out.